Hey you guys, so this week's topic is going to be crafts to do with your children, whatever age they may be. For me, I love doing crafts myself. I'm a do-it-yourself type of person. I've always been crafty and have always loved doing crafts as far as back as I can remember. So that is something that I hope to pass on to my children. So crafts in my house is sort of a big deal. For me, not only am I teaching my child something, we're bonding and we're creating memories. I don't know. For me, like, we all sit down, we do it, and that's something we all enjoy. Maybe if your child wasn't into it, then it'd be a little bit different, but luckily all three of mine are really into doing crafts. And that is a really good way that we spend time together. There are those times that I do set up crafts for the girls to do that they can do by themselves while I get some things done. But for the most part, when we do sit down to do crafts, I'm normally working on a craft of my own, or I'm even helping the little ones if it's something that they need help with. So we are all sitting at the table 90% of the time. There are those times that I do use crafts to just keep their attention long enough so that I can get my things done. So doing crafts with your children doesn't have to be expensive at all. My advice would be go to your dollar stores and check out and go in there frequently, because just because they don't have something one time doesn't mean the next time they get a shipment they won't have it. At least my Dollar Trees are like that. Sometimes their stock changes every so often, so keep an eye out. You can go in and spend like $10 and come out with enough crafts to do with your children all winter long, even longer than that depending on how often you do crafts. So crafts are not expensive at all. And I would also say take advantage of doing some of those projects that you can yourself, such as your Play-Doh or your finger paint. There are tons of recipes online if you just Google those. And most of the ingredients that you will need to create those things you will already have on hand, because most of the time it's just flour or cornstarch and your water and food coloring. Those are things that you normally have on hand. And also, I found these cute little containers at Walmart, and they're like $2 and you get a pack of 4, and those are awesome for storing your Play-Doh in. Not only that, but your finger paint, because once you make it and after they're done using it, you don't have to throw it away. You can reuse it. However, whenever you do find a recipe, most likely it does tell you how to store it, so just store it by the directions. So some of the crafts that we like to do in our house, we do like to build things with popsicle sticks. There are tons of things that you can do with popsicle sticks, and they are all age appropriate. We do like to do paper bag puppets. We also like to do finger painting. We do play with Play-Doh. And another thing, when you play with Play-Doh, you can get out those cookie cutters, your rolling pin. You can also, I'm sure a lot of you have those shape sorters. You can get the ones that actually have the indents and let them use them as cookie cutters. So a great idea that you can do with those younger toddlers would be foam stickers. Just give them a piece of foam or even a piece of paper and give them about a handful of foam stickers. And normally the younger toddlers can do this as well. You just need to show them how to peel off the back. And then just let them stick it wherever they want. They can make their own creation. It's something that's going to keep them busy, and it's easy enough for them to do, and it's mess free because there's no glue involved or anything. Super, super easy. So I'm not going to sit here and yak this whole entire video. I am just going to show you some clips of some of the crafts that me and the girls have done this past week. So I hope you enjoy. So the girls are going to be playing with Play-Doh. Now Alexis and Maddie will be playing with regular Play-Doh. Those were Christmas, birthday gifts, etc. So we are not going to let them go to waste. Kira is going to be playing with homemade Play-Doh. And that way if she does get any in her mouth, then it's not going to hurt her. So that is what she's going to be playing with. And I'm going to show you my messy kitchen. There it is, and then there's my bar, and then my living room. So yeah, my house is pretty much tore upside down, so this is what I'm hoping to accomplish while they do that. So it's been about 45 minutes, and those are all clean dishes, and those will be put away while the girls have their snack. And that is a craft that I was able to finish. The only thing left to do is just hang it. And there are a few diaper things in there that needs to be put where they belong. And then there's my living room. That is just some stuff that I need to return to Walmart, and then a change of clothes that needs to be put out my vehicle. And everything's been vacuumed and I dust and I got to sweep. So yeah, I got quite a bit done while they play with Play-Doh. So here's another craft idea that you can do with your kids. Now this one would be aimed more towards younger toddlers. This would be something great for them. My girls absolutely love doing these. You can add anything you want around the house that you have laying around the house. You can add food coloring, and we just made our water yellow. We added pom-poms, and we added different sizes of pom-poms, gigantic ones, and even really small baby ones. We also added pipe cleaners that I just twisted around my finger. Now we also did tons of beads. We did different types of beads. I have star-shaped beads. I have diamond-shaped beads. And then I have regular beads. I have pearl-looking beads. There's also buttons and jingle bells in there. And then there's this really cool-looking bead. Right there it is. It's an elephant. And this is really, really great because your younger toddlers can pick out anything that they want, and they can pick out the colors they want, and they can even put it in. So this is something really, really great for younger toddlers. Now, if you do have an older child like mine, Alexis, who is 8, you could do an experiment where you take, it's a density experiment. You do honey, you can do vegetable oil, corn syrup, water, rubbing alcohol, and it basically makes layers to show you which one is the heaviest and which one's the lightest. Of course, the lightest, the less dense is going to float, and the more dense is going to sink. So that would be something really, really neat for your older kids. So there it is. So today the girls are just going to be making a simple paper bag puppet, and they're going to be doing the little donkey one. Now you can find these templates online for free to print out. You could also print these templates out on the Crayola Wonder paper. If you do like your children to only use those specific kinds of markers, those can be run through your printer. So all you're going to need is markers or crayons, your free template, a glue stick, and a pair of kid-friendly scissors, and then of course a paper bag. Now I do keep several sizes on hand because I do like to create paper bag scrapbooks. So I'm going to get a couple pages done in my mom's Mother's Day gift while they finish their craft. So here's their finished product. Here's Kira's little donkey. And there's Maddie Lou's puppet. Ain't it so pretty? You better be careful, Miss Kira. And then there is Alexis's puppet that is very, very pretty as well. And then while they were able to do that, which they had a blast, I was able to get some of my flowers on and some of the tags put in.